yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games. Episode 141. It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Thank you guys so much for being here. We made it. We're back. Another week. And time keeps on ticking. Into the future. Is that the words?
That's it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nailed it.
Who's that, Seal?
Not originally.
Yeah, who sang that originally?
Oh, God.
Steve Miller Band?
Yeah, I think it was Steve Miller Band.
That's right. Anyway. Timothy Hall.
There's your music trivia for you for the morning.
Exactly, yeah. Timothy Hall, what's going down? Well, we have to say congratulations to the no sports watching Timothy Hall. Your Cleveland Cavaliers have made it to the NBA Finals. How do you feel about it?
Whoa. I feel all right.
That was okay. OH. That's one of those OHIO.
They did.
They did.
Yeah,
with a sweep.
So when you say the non-sports watching, are you trying to say that my life is easier or I'm just out of touch?
It's less stressful. It's less stressful.
I don't know.
Once you add sports in there, your life just gets a little bit more stressful.
That's true.
And you have less stress than the rest of people who watch sports.
That's the thing is like I watched a ton of, I think like baseball. Baseball was really my main sport when I was a kid.
Nice.
And I kept up with all the players and just all different stuff.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, well, when he came to Cincinnati, that was a pretty big deal.
Well, congratulations to the Cavaliers for sweeping the Hawks.
Exactly.
There you go.
They swept the Hawks, man.
Unbeknownst to Hall, but notes to everybody else.
There you go. I think baseball cards made it easier. Like,
yeah, that does.
You were
help.
like, oh, okay, well, this player got traded. Okay, well, that works.
Yeah,
I've still got all those things in my garage, and I don't know what to do with them.
Hang on to them for a little bit longer.
Okay. Use them for kindling or something.
Yes, eventually.
Yeah, do people still do that?
I'm sure they do.
They ain't going anywhere.
They've got to still do baseball cards, right?
I've heard that pretty much everything from 1980 on is worthless.
Oh, good.
But unless it's like a Jordan rookie, I guess.
My entire life is worthless. That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Good stuff.
That's funny. What's been going on with your Hall?
Yeah, how was your Memorial Day?
Memorial Day weekend, yeah. We went on a nice long bike ride.
Sweet.
It was a lot of fun.
Where'd you go?
Crockett Park.
Sweet.
They have excellent trails there.
Yes, they do.
And I got my Vita TV at the end of last week.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
And?
Did you plug it up?
Remote play. Now, I've tried like every which way of doing remote play, including Direct Connect.
Crap. Yes.
And I don't know. I don't see how I can get the lag down.
Really?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I'm telling you. Goodness gracious.
It's.
What were you playing?
I was trying to play Borderlands, but the lag was just way.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You have to stick to an RPG or something. Something that doesn't take a bunch of Twitch response.
Well, I was thinking the same thing, and then I remembered that I had the PlayStation Now, the 7-day trial to try out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because the Vita TV, I think it's the Vita as well. They have the PlayStation Now beta going on.
Okay.
And I signed up for the trial, and I'm fairly impressed.
Really?
It works much better than OnLive did.
Really?
All right.
Listen to you.
Well, I have a couple of PS1 classics that I was playing on my Vita TV just to kind of try things out. Mm-hmm. And I downloaded the PlayStation Now beta and booted into the new Hot Shots game. And it was working great with no lag.
Wow.
It felt like I was playing a game like on a PlayStation 3. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was really good. Now, I think the lag varies between games though, because I was playing that one and it was fine. And then I booted into Uncharted 1 to try that out. I was like, okay, let's try an FPS and see kind of how it works. Mm-hmm. And the lag was considerably higher.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I mean, maybe it's just my connection speed has changed. And then I booted into Knights, the Knights reboot that came to PlayStation 3, or the HD remaster, rather.
Yeah.
And it was playing fine. It was playing perfect.
Huh.
I wonder if this is, maybe that's why it's the beta, because it's still spotty.
Yeah, I think it's like a per game thing. Like, I think it has to do with how many people maybe are on that server that time.
That's a good point. Because, how many people are playing the same game? Yeah,
exactly. I mean, my connection is easily 3 times faster than the minimum recommended requirements. Maybe
what is
like
the minimum?
5 times faster. They said the minimum's like 5 megabytes, and my connection's 25.
Yeah.
So the games look, I mean, they look HD perfect. You really can't tell you're playing a streaming game.
Wow.
It's just the input lag is a little, like I said, for Uncharted, it was kind of going in and out. Like, it was like I started the game and you would go into aiming and there would be about maybe a half second of lag, which was
a half second.
Yeah, it's terrible for a first-person shooter. Yeah. And then a couple scenes later, it was perfect. And then it kind of went back to a little dodgy. So it was like, for first-person shooters right now, or it may be first-person shooters, or it may just be the fact that it was a game that probably has a lot of people playing it. That part is not ready, but for lesser games that probably less people are playing, either that or the fact that they're simpler games. I'm not really sure which one it is, because like I said, I was playing Knights, and just to test the input lag, I would like make a small movement and see when it would update, and it was like literally instantaneous on a game like that. So like I said, I don't know what it has to do with. I think it may just be server load, and that they're trying to figure that stuff out right now. But PlayStation Now is a pretty awesome service when you think about getting the subscription and having like over 100 games to just play at a moment's notice.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I think about GameFly and how they have newer games, and that's great. But if you were to rent a newer game and say, you know what, this really isn't for me, then you got to wait 3 days to get something else, or maybe even longer. Whereas, I was just going through and just trying all the different games that are included on PlayStation Now, and many of them were working great. I only tried, Uncharted as the only really FPS I tried. It just wasn't working for me. But everything else seems to be working all right. The price is still a little steep, so I'm going to cancel before the trial's up. But I think they've got something here. They just need to kind of keep working with it.
It's all about that bandwidth, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard reports from people that, who are like just above the 5 megabytes, and they said it works great, like on certain things. So I
wonder
think
if time of day has a factor in it too.
Time of day might have to do something with it, because I was playing on a weekend during the day. So I may have to try it in a non-peak hour and see how it works. But like I said, I'm for what it is now. If they can just tweak it a little bit more, I think I'd be significantly impressed. And to be honest, the HD quality is such, like I said, that it feels like a console game. If they would let you adjust that a little bit, and if it would help with the lag, then I would be totally on board with that. Like, if they were to say, like, if you want a picture that's maybe just a little less than perfect, but you can play, with an instantaneous signal or almost instantaneous, that would be great. Yeah, sure. So I don't know. I'm glad you liked it though.
Yeah, I'm glad you tried it too. I think that's great.
Yeah, I figured one of us had to kind of jump in there and check it out.
Yeah, man. I love that.
So you went bike riding, you played a little PlayStation Now. What else you got?
You know what else I played?
Oh, I'm
Hearthstone.
Sure you played.
I mean, May's almost up, and I'm trying to, I don't really know what level I'm trying to get to. Right now I'm at 15, I think.
Your rank?
Yeah, it'd be nice to get up there a little higher. I think.
I know. I started doing the ranked
I don't
games
know how
this past
far
week
I've
too.
been.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
What's
Nice.
your username? I gotta add you.
Tipperoo, but I don't remember what my numbers are right now. I'd have to tweet it out or something.
Yeah, that's always the part that sucks. People are like, hey, what's your battle net? I'm like, video games number 17. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that there's numbers on there. Yeah, exactly.
No clue.
Yep, not a clue.
Why do they do the numbers?
I have no idea.
I don't know. So some people could have the same username, maybe? I have no idea.
Yeah, it must be an additional security feature or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
It's annoying.
Yeah, very annoying.
Yeah,
Is that it for you, Hall?
that's it.
Router.
Man, well, I, like Hall, played a boatload of Hearthstone this past weekend. Let's see. I'm at level 30.
Surprise.
Yeah, dude. Seriously.
Dude, 30 what?
30. I'm level 37 hunter.
What?
And-
I'm like level 47 maybe.
Yeah.
So,
no, that's how many games.
I don't
Seriously,
think I'm
I can't wait till
37
you
on
catch
any of
up.
my characters.
I don't
Oh
have
my
a
gosh.
life. I don't have a life, people.
That is incredible.
Yeah, it's just been so much fun. I'm just running with
Note
it.
to self, don't put Hearthstone on my phone.
No, do
I'll
not.
be in trouble.
Do not put Hearthstone on your phone. I put it on my computer too. and you want to know why? Because when I have conference calls during the week, I can't use my phone, so I go right on there and I play freaking Hearthstone while I'm on a conference call. Shout out to all my clients who may or may not be listening to this.
I love it.
No, it's all good.
That's really
But
funny.
I've gotten a bunch of people that I work with into it too. They're like, "Man, this game is so addictive." I'm like, "Isn't it? What is it about this game that makes it so addictive?" But it's great. It's like you go through these roller coaster of emotions. Like I'm on a 5-game win streak, and then I just get annihilated for the next 4, and
Right.
it's just so much fun. Let's see. Memorial Day was good. Just kind of hung out. It was nice. Not really. I kind of unplugged the computer and didn't work a whole lot, which was great. It was nice to do that.
and then when you came back, it was like chaos.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, hey, I
exactly.
need this by yesterday.
Everything burned down. Where have you been?
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was nice. We were able to. I mean, it rained a little on Memorial Day, so we just kind of hung out. And the other days we went out for dinner, and then we had a little family barbecue.
I still can't believe we haven't seen you guys.
I know,
Me and
man.
Jenny were talking about that last night. We were driving home from something, and we were like, "Why haven't we seen the router?"
We said the same thing actually last night. We're like, man, we haven't even seen their freaking baby yet. We got to get together with them.
No.
So, hey, I
Like,
know
me and
more
Router
about
usually see each other like, what would you say, once every week and a half at least,
yeah,
or something like that.
I miss you, dude.
And it's been since before the 8th, before we had the baby.
I
and
know.
it's weird to
So
not have seen you guys so
we
long.
gotta get the hookup.
Yeah,
And I want to see that little baby boy anyway. And
exactly.
and I know Piper's dying to see Amara. So yeah, we
There
gotta
you
get a little date night going. What else is going on? So I played some Hearthstone. Witcher 3 is
Yeah.
I think it's the modern day Skyrim that everybody wanted Skyrim to be.
Oh my gosh, I can't like. I have to get this game.
You
I have to get it. Like
You have to get this
everywhere
game.
I turn. Everybody like I went to stop by the Score yesterday out in Murfreesboro because I had a meeting out there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And,
I thought you were saying like, oh, I swung by.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no
just-
swinging by Murfreesboro.
Just 45 minutes swing by. It's no big deal.
Exactly. Yeah, 45 minutes. It's definitely like all of 40 or to 50 minutes to get out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so I boogied out there and went in, and the first thing the guy said to me sitting there was, he was like, "Have you played The Witcher?" I was like, "No."
Man,
He was
it's
like,
just-
"You have to play
Yes,
it
you
because
do.
I can't stop talking about it, and all I think about is going back and playing it."
Yep.
He's like, "Right now, I can't wait to get home to play Witcher."
Yep.
Is that how you feel too, Router?
If it wasn't for this podcast, I'd be playing Witcher right now. Like it was so funny too because I haven't played as much as I want to. Like this past weekend though, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down. It was Saturday morning. I'm gonna sit. I got up early again because I'm like, I want to sit down and I'm gonna play. Like I'm just gonna go like at least 3 hours. And like
oh my gosh.
30 minutes in, I hear Daddy. I'm like, no,
Get back in bed. You get back in bed.
You don't you know I have to play The Witcher? You get back in bed. So I didn't get a chance to play much, but Memorial Day morning, I was able to play like a couple hours. And then yesterday morning, I played like for an hour or so. Yeah, man. And I haven't even scratched the surface. I've done like one or two of the main missions, and then I'm just doing side missions, and it's just great.
Just playing Gwent or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Gwent. No, I only played that once. But you know what? When it comes to in games, I get too excited and I don't concentrate because I want to just keep going and like just keep exploring everything. So I may go back to it, but it's great. Like even the voice acting is really good, and graphically it just looks incredible. I really like just everything about it. It's just a fantastic game. So if I pick it up, I'll give you my thoughts on the card game because I'm sure I'll play a lot of it. Oh, I'm sure you're going to play a ton of it. So so I played The Witcher on what day was it? Saturday. It was a beautiful day, so we're like, let's go to the Renaissance Festival.
Oh
yeah. So we
off 840.
Yeah. So we head out. Apparently to Google Maps, the quickest way is to take Murfreesboro Road out and through Arrington. And so 2 miles out, dead stop, cars lined up out the wazoo.
Oh, so for the Renaissance Festival?
For the Renaissance Festival. And we left at like 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish.
Oh, gosh.
So, and Piper was all excited because she wanted to see a castle and princesses. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what kind of princesses these are going to be, but we'll see. And
I used to go to the Renaissance Festival all the time. Yeah.
So like a lot of people were like laughing at us, like, "Bah, you're going to the Renaissance Festival. Good luck with that. It's like a freak show." I'm like, "Yeah, it's going to be great. Who are you kidding?"
It definitely is. You should have just been handing out Married to the Games flyers.
Oh, awesome!
Should have wore your shirt.
I should have. So 2 miles out, dead stop. Piper starts getting a little fussy because she hasn't napped yet, so we turned around. So we never went.
Oh,
so, but on the way back, there was this development, and it just had these massive houses, and one of them had a turret. So we were like, okay, let's. Hey, Piper, there's a castle. There's a castle right there. You know, the turret, the little
steeple thing.
Yeah, the steeple thing.
Yeah.
So like these houses back there, holy cow, they were massive.
Oh,
so like
Piper castle-like.
Yeah, exactly. And there was one that was right off the road that looked like a castle, and she was all upset because she couldn't see a castle. So we pulled in there and just drove around for a little bit. And we're like, "Look, Piper, there's a castle." She's like, "Is Rapunzel in there?" And we were like, "Yes, Rapunzel is in there." So that actually
helped. You should have knocked on the door. Every time I go into one of those neighborhoods, I want to be like, "What do you do?"
I know. Excuse me, sir.
We have one of those down the road, and we've driven in there before, and like.
It's ridiculous,
they have,
right?
Like neighborhood watch, like 24 hours. They're like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah,
exactly.
It's insane. I mean, these houses were ginormous. I'm like, never knew. Like, I don't travel much on the east side of 65, and just because I've never had a need for it. But man, going over there, and we drove through Arrington and that kind of stuff. I was like, holy cow, these houses are huge, and there's a bunch of farms over there too. I was like, whoo, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Yeah, brother.
So, anywho, Witcher 3, Hearthstone, and just working, and life is good. So far, so good. And it's summer now, officially.
Yes, the kids are out of school and poisoning my restaurants.
Yes, exactly. That's always great.
Get out of here, kids!
Dang dirty kids. Yeah. So, Mr. Patillo, how's Mr. Remy doing? How's fam? What's going on?
Oh, everybody's good. Remy is still a party animal.
Nice.
We're trying to keep him awake, during the day.
Yep.
So he'll sleep at night, and that's not working.
Nope.
So I don't know what we're going to do, but he's wearing us out. He's an awesome baby. He just likes to be up at night.
Wow.
And so
he's like his daddy.
Exactly. So you're like going through the day like a zombie. So we're trying to try to do the whole let him cry it out thing, in his crib.
Yep.
Woo-hoo-hoo. He's like, yeah, I got you cried out.
Yeah.
So from
he's got some
1:30, from 1:30 till 5:30 the other morning, every 10 minutes. So our doctor was like, let him cry it out.
Yep.
So he was like, don't just leave him in there to cry it out, but every 10 to 15 minutes, get up, put his passy back in, rub his chest, let him know that you're there. You haven't gone to the store or Atlanta or something.
Or just left them.
Exactly. And then get back in bed. So I did that every 10 minutes from 1:30 to 5:30.
Straight up. awake the whole time and crying?
Just awake the whole time. And like, no. Like when you put his passing in, he would be fine for like 3 minutes.
Right.
And then it would fall out and he'd start crying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when he would fall asleep, he'd pop
his passy out and then he wants that.
It would fall out and then, and then he can't, he doesn't have the dexterity to put it back in.
Well, why not? I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah, he needs to level up. Come on, man.
Yeah, get a job,
level up. Seriously.
So that's been harder for the daytime. And so I've been on just like a coffee regimen.
Nice.
Just try to. And this week is like, it's the week of reckoning. Like, this is when everything starts back up. Like today I have full rehearsal. And then tomorrow we have kind of a day off. I'm going to be on another podcast tomorrow night, actually.
Oh, cool.
And called the Super Best Friends. Shoot, I don't remember exactly. It's a weird name.
Good
Super
plug.
Best Friends Sleepover or something like that.
You're going to bring your pillow?
Exactly. But it turns out it's weird because two of the guys I think that are on it, I go back with like, I didn't even know they had a podcast.
Wow, cool.
But I go back with them probably 17 years.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I saw that they had a podcast. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys have a podcast. This is crazy. Cause I think one of them was following us already and they had said something and I saw it. And so they're like, man, come be on our podcast. I was like, duh. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'm going to go be on Super Best Friends.
It's a sleepover, man.
It's a sleepover. That's right.
So that's tomorrow night. And then Friday, we have the pre-show for the K-Love Awards. Saturday, we have interviews and autographs all day with Toby. And then Sunday, we have the actual K-Love Awards. And then the week after, we have a little calm. And then it's festival season. Yep. Yeah. And
Do people get excited when they come to get like autographs with Toby? Because they're like, oh, I'm getting Toby and Darius same day.
It's a twofer.
I don't sign many autographs. I'm there to help facilitate the mass amount of people that are coming through to see Toby. And so I'm just kind of moving along. And since I'm a familiar face to them, it's nice because they're like, oh my gosh. So sometimes I have to do a lot of pictures and sometimes I have to sign stuff, but usually I tell them I'm not signing. Like, so they'll be like, can you sign this? I'm like, oh, I'm just helping because look at this line. You know what I mean? Just wrap around the building 8 times. And so I'm really there just to keep the line moving, keep people smiling. Those that are waiting, I'm talking to them. And
you still don't sign
ready.
Somebody's thing who requests it. Man, you're cruel. That's awful. Sometimes
I can't because if I start,
you're busy.
It's the same thing as like if somebody was like, hey, Toby, can you do a shout out to my brother back at home? Let me get my video camera ready. Like,
no.
One person that does that, then every other person in the line wants to do that. And you have to just be like, we can't right now. Maybe if you stand over here on the side and wait till everybody's done.
And wait 5 hours, you'll be able to do
exactly.
it. Yeah. Yep. No, it makes
so you
perfect
start another
sense.
line.
Because all about speed and because especially this K-Love thing, they'll have 8 people up there. Toby will be the first one, but so people will be waiting on us. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, so it's a little catch and release. You want to be like,
sure.
Hey, how you doing? Oh man, thank you so much. Okay, peace. See ya. You know, it's not really that fast. We wish it was. That'd be great.
That'd be amazing.
Just because you want to sign everybody's thing, because you have to cut it off, and then some people don't get their thing signed, which sucks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You should just have a stamp instead of signing.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things that moms don't understand. I've come to learn that moms are the worst.
Oh yeah, they're the mother bears.
Like, oh gosh, and so you're like, I understand that your kids love Toby. But the moms behind you's kids love Toby. And the mom that's last in line that might not get anything signed by the 8 people up there, she also loves Toby. And we're trying to get to her. You know what I mean? So we want to get to everybody as the goal. Yep. It's not to be a jerk to those that are in front of us. We want to be kind. But anyway, wow, this is inside baseball. Nobody cares about this.
I do. I think it's
everybody just wants Gabe from MTTG's autograph.
That's exactly right.
I'm gonna wear my Married to the Gabe shirt. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, everything's been good, man. Life's going. Played some Bloodborne this week.
Yes.
And that's fun. And I was wrong. It is hard.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me getting used to the controls.
They weren't lying. They were not lying when they told everybody, hey, this is hard.
Yeah, exactly. So and
but you're enjoying it though? Or you're done with it? He's done with it. That's amazing.
It's hard because I don't want to say I'm done with it, but what happens is, so the save points are only at bosses, right? So you play, get to a boss, die 25 times, and then kill him, and then your save point is there. So I find myself, because I've gotten the controls under my hands now, the enemies that I run up against in the regular game aren't a problem anymore, and so all I'm doing is playing bosses. It feels like kill one, make it to another one, him kill me a bunch of times and try to figure out a way to beat him. And then that's a save point, and then continue doing the same thing. So it's not that I'm done with it, but it definitely feels like it's not. Ooh, I don't know how to say this.
You're not excited to dive back in, maybe. Is that it?
Oh yeah, no. Not excited to dive back in.
So now it's becoming more of a chore.
Well, the thing is, I don't really understand what's going on in the game anyway.
Okay.
Like, I don't understand why I'm there, why I'm doing what I'm doing. I feel like the bad guy for some strange reason. Like, I feel like I'm terrorizing the people, not them terrorizing me, and I'm fighting for justice or something crazy.
Right.
And so, and because the bosses get so hard and they're so lopsided in how strong they are compared to how strong you are, it ends up being more frustrating and really, really a challenge. So that's great that it's a challenge. But this last week, or as I get busier, I don't want to sit down for 45 minutes.
Right.
And just be frustrated.
And then die like 40 times. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then have to come back to it in 2 or 3 days, remember the controls again, but be playing just the boss. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so I don't want to say I'm done with it, but everybody's saying get Witcher. I'm about to go on the road, so I'm probably not going to take
Witcher.
Exactly. And I'll probably get it for the. This is my other thing. I want to get it for PC because I can take my computer on the road. But then I saw all the freaking crap that you get when you buy the physical disc.
Yeah.
Like that map and the soundtrack and
I'll tell you
whatever else comes in there.
You can have my map and soundtrack because I will probably never ever do anything with it.
Right. Of course.
Just do it on PC. It's going to look amazing on PC.
Yeah. And
it's going to look amazing.
They're actually saying that, and I know that hopefully my PC people are going to be like, yeah, right. But I've heard that the high specs on the PC look very similar to PlayStation 4. They said however they did it, they said they got the PS4 really,
really close.
Smoking. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't even thinking, and sorry, Microsoft, but I wasn't even thinking of getting it for the Xbox One. Because I just like that DualShock so much better.
Right. Well, when I went to the store, he said the same thing. He was like, get this on PlayStation. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, you see, I have 8 copies on the wall for Xbox One. I have 0 copies for PS4.
Wow.
And I was like, why? He was like, it just looks better. He's like, it just looks a lot better on the PS4. I was like,
interesting.
Dang. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So anyway, that's me. Nothing super exciting going on. Just being a dad and trying to keep her moving. And
yeah, buddy.
Head back out on the road. Yes,
on the road again.
All right. Router, you got it?
After you, sir.
Let's do it!
All right.
Hang on for dear life for that
one. Let's do it. It's all good, man.
My throat's like, what are you doing? Who do you think you are?
Exactly.
Steven Tyler?
Exactly. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, man. What are you doing?
It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
So we are in that pre-E3 phase, so not a whole lot of releases. We're a little less than a month from E3, so not a whole lot of new releases coming out. But we do have a few. Game of Thrones Episode 4, Sons of Winter, Telltale Games for PC, PS4, PS3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
Magica 2 is being released for the PS4 and the PC. Mm-hmm. And Ultra Street Fighter 4 is being released for the PS4.
Nice.
And for charts this week?
Wah, 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 wah.
Yep.
We're gonna have to start like finding gaming related
section.
top 10 situations, like top 10 scariest games.
No. Like
Yeah.
Letterman.
Yeah, I'll start doing that. That's a good idea.
Like,
Top 10 allergies this time of year. Something like that would be great.
oh,
Top 10 things Tim's allergic to.
Can I be Paul Schaefer?
Seriously.
Sure.
Hi.
Anyway, yeah,
That's
let's.
hilarious.
That's a great idea. I'm going to do some just random top 10 stuff. I
It's
love
gotta be
it.
gaming related, but
Well,
top 10.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
crazy
I like
stuff
that.
in
Let's do
gaming.
that. All right, look, I will make it my mission to come up with some sort of a top 10 something.
We should.
There you go.
We should crowdsource this. Help us out. Top
Crowdsource
10.
it. Yeah,
I
I
like,
like
it.
that.
I like it
I
a
like
lot.
that. Apparently, Witcher 3 had an amazing week, so that's awesome. I think it was their best week, their best debut ever in the series. But then again, they didn't release it on all platforms for 1 or 2. So from what I've quickly read, Witcher 3 had a heck of a week, so that's great.
Yeah, I think it was the top selling. It was the top opening for any game in the UK or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I read that.
yes.
That's
Excellent.
insane. Halsifer,
No.
it's come to the time where people start being a little quiet on the news front. Of course, the news keeps going, but it's not always as interesting.
Well, it's either that, it's either
Nearly.
quiet, or they're just holding it back because we want the great reveal at E3.
Yeah.
Right. And what's funny is I looked up at all the stories I have, and every single one of them is Nintendo based for some strange reason.
Awesome.
Nice.
But you go first, my friend.
None of mine are Nintendo based, so this is
Oh,
perfect.
good. See,
Oh,
this is why we balance
hey.
each other out. So
And
That's
this is
right.
why people hold back the news too, because it's like some people only check the news when conferences occur. So they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll hold my story back because more people will see it."
Right,
Even
exactly.
though there's a plethora of stories coming out.
yeah, and there's a flood
Yeah,
when it does happen.
Yeah, we're
Well-
about to get inundated.
Oh yeah.
yeah, can't wait. Did we talk about the Need for Speed reboot?
But I saw that.
Yeah, the game is getting
Talk about
rebooted. The Need for Speed, the people that worked on Rivals, I think it's Ghost Games. Yep.
They try to make back the money they spent on the movie.
They're working on the new one. They're rebooting it. They're taking it back to the title Need for Speed.
Oh, boy.
Oh, starting over?
It's starting over. This is the 22nd game.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh. That's
What?
crazy.
Beat dead horse. Oh, is it the Need for Speed?
No, it really should be because I'm pretty sure the first game was called The Need for Speed.
Well, that would make
Um,
sense. The Need for Speed. Yeah, sure.
Oh well, maybe that's why they went without the this time.
Mhm.
But I kind of feel
to
like
keep the
they've-
confusion down.
yeah, it helps out game databases. I kind of feel like they've rebooted it a few times because they've even rebooted like parts of the series, like Hot Pursuit.
Right.
Hot Pursuit started on PlayStation 1, and then they re-released Hot Pursuit, or basically just remade the game for last gen. And then they did that with Most Wanted. So at the beginning of the Xbox 360 PS3 generation, they released Most Wanted, and then they released it again towards the end. So like
Weird.
they remade the game. So they are kind of weird.
So they're
with this
rebooting
series.
the reboot.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's hard to say, really.
why? I mean,
It's hard to say.
is it really going to be that popular with people, or is everybody just going to be like, this is going to be ignored? Don't you think?
I think
Well,
because
it'll sell just like if it was called Need for Speed 22.
yeah, I think
Really?
it'll sell exactly the same because I think the audience for that game like hasn't changed much, really. Like I think they'll
Clearly,
release,
the game hasn't either.
Well, it's a car game. How much can it change? But
That's true.
they said they're kind
Split
of
Second did good. Split Second did good with a changing of a game,
yeah,
a racing game. You know what I mean? The whole like
yeah. They
rewind
changed
just
a
a little
lot
bit.
of mechanics. So
I thought it was fun.
Split Second was awesome.
Yeah, Split Second was fun. But I'm just saying, like, because you're right. Like, how much do you do with a driving game? Like, car, street, go. You know.
Yeah,
But I thought Split Second did a really cool job at looking at it slightly from the left. You know.
oh yeah, and that game did not really do that well. That's
It
the sad
didn't.
part.
But it was fun.
Gosh, it was so fun. They said that they're hearkening back to the original game, which the first one I had completely forgotten about this. It came out on 3DO.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So it's more
That's
of like
crazy.
a kind of a car scene type game. So they're kind of going back to the supercar kind of stuff of the first game. So
Interesting.
Cool.
Huh. Well, there you have that. You guys have heard us talk about the Humble Bundle a lot on the show.
Yes.
And they're doing something they've never done before. They're teaming up with a console and handheld for the Humble Bundle this week, and it's Nintendo.
Wow.
And which I thought was so awesome because Nintendo, like Disney, I feel like holds their stuff really close.
Yes.
And very like, I don't know what the word is, but like they're just kind of like,
They're very
like,
they're possessive.
yeah,
of
possessive.
Their
Yeah.
titles, yes.
And so check this out. For those that don't know, Humble Bundle is a website where you can do the pay what you want kind of thing. And all the money is split up between Humble to stay running, the developers and charity. The charity of their choice this time is code.org. Anyway, pay what you want, starting at $1. So it's not like pay what you want, give 3 cents, but
Right.
starting at $1. For $1, you get Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition for the Wii U. Whoa, Dave, for the 3DS, and Mighty Switch Force for the 3DS. Now, if you pay $10, so this is how they go. They'll have 3 games for the pay what you want, and then you can pay over the average, or you could pay like this extra thing. Sometimes it'll be 20, whatever. So if you pay $10 or more, you unlock Stealth 2, a game of clones for the Wii U, and Steam World Dig for the Wii U. And then if you pay more than the average, which the average is $9.20 right now. So if you pay the $10, you get all this I'm about to name. The Fall for Wii U, Ali Ali for Wii U and the 3DS, and Moon Chronicles Episode 1 for the 3DS. And then it says more games to come. And when I bought the Humble Bundle, months ago, they did unlock like 2 or 3 more games after I had already paid above the average. And so I think for $10, let's see,
can't go wrong.
right now it's $88 worth of games is what they're touting. And I might do this, only because,
Got to fire up that Wii U.
well, that, and I like supporting stuff like this. Like when people get creative and they're like, you know what, we're going to give to you for you to give. Like, it's kind of, poking you to give, but, giving always feels good. And you get like such an amazing return on this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And I think it's great. It's a great little library. And I think they're all indie games. It's a great little library for somebody who's got a Wii U and a 3DS. Gotta love that. But they've never teamed up with a console before. And I thought that this was a really great idea. And I'm like, bring it on.
And especially with
that's
Nintendo,
great.
man, that's huge.
It really is.
That's really huge.
I
I'm
love
pretty
that they did
impressed.
this because they've usually teamed up with PC games. Obviously, PC games are easy to get for cheap, or they'll team up with Android. The Google Play Store.
Right.
And so I wish that iOS did this.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I've never seen them
gonna
do
happen.
it, but they should. I mean, why not?
I
What I mean? It
I
only
know.
helps the cause.
It's the way they're structured. It's just different.
Yeah, it really is different.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I thought that was really cool. Humble Bundle, I'm mad at you.
Not at all, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. I hope
Stay
we
humble,
see
humble bumble.
I hope we see like everybody do this.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be awesome, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Plus, I
agree.
mean, there's a lot of digital games that get really stagnant, just like physical games. It's just physical games go away when they get stagnant.
Mhm.
But digital games,
digital
they
is
stay on
forever.
the store. So
right.
I mean, they got to find
I
ways
think-
to move them, and this is a great way to do it and to benefit charity. So
I think Sony
Right.
and Microsoft could take a page from this too, man. They should be able to, like, once a month, or you know how we have Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. Let's do something for charity on a certain month, and all gamers get involved in it, man. We
Yep.
we have to continue to show people that gamers aren't just people that sit around and do nothing and just play quote games. Like
Right,
we're
right.
active members of a community, and we're here to
Mhm.
help people too.
Amen.
Boom.
Love that. Mic drop. Give us something else,
See
Hall.
Finally on vinyl, soundtracks of Streets of Rage and Shenmue.
No way.
No way.
What?
On vinyl?
Yeah.
That's a trip.
Crap. Now I have to buy it.
Is it a full 12-inch or is it like a 7-inch?
It's an LP, and it's coming to
Nice.
180 gram. So it's like the thicker stuff.
Wow.
Shenmue?
Yep.
Like, I have to get that. I don't even have anything that plays records.
You have to buy that.
Yeah, you have to buy that.
How do you not have
it
something
coming
that
out?
plays records?
I was never that kid.
I am.
I'm not that guy that's like, oh, it sounds better. It sounds better on vinyl. I'm like, really? It sounds better with vinyl with all that scratching going on in the background?
And the scratching is just it's like the quality of turntable.
Now,
you got to get really up there in the value to not have any surface
before
noise.
you don't have that.
Yeah.
Now, I love that noise. Like, I could fall asleep to vinyl sound.
Yeah.
And I have it almost put under, like, back when I was doing like my own music, back when we were doing the Arch Nemesis stuff, I always was like, can we just put a vinyl noise under the whole song? I love the way it
and then
sounds.
when you play and then when you put it on vinyl, it's vinyl on vinyl.
Right.
Exactly.
Can we keep that sound on vinyl while it's on
fake vinyl on real vinyl?
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Does it say when that's coming out? Because I'll probably have to buy the Shenmue one.
You have to.
I don't think there's a release date. It's later this year, though. You're going to have to buy them quick, too, because I'm sure they'll sell out.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
People know this is going to be a collector's item.
Oh, geez, Louise. Well, Shenmue Saturdays, we're keeping it moving over there.
There you are.
I had to do a little bit of catch up. I'm on disc 3 out of 3. So discs went way quicker back in the day.
Seriously.
Like if you had like a dual disc game now, you'd be like, well, I played 400 hours on one disc and I'm on disc 2 now.
I'm now 50 years old and I'm now moving on to disc 2.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. I can't believe they're putting that stuff onto
That's awesome.
Vinyl. How fun is that?
Extremely. If it was on CD, nobody would care.
No one would care.
Well, it's because, you can't put, who puts a CD up on for display, So a Wii apparently burned down somebody's camper.
Oh.
Yeah, Southern Colorado. This guy was watching Netflix or something like that on his Wii and left and came back or he got a phone call from one of his neighbors like, hey man.
Right. That sounds about right.
Your camper's on fire. And so he went home and they've done a bunch of investigating and the investigators are 99% sure that it started in the Wii.
Oh no.
Isn't that weird?
That's a lawsuit.
Well, actually, they released more information. He was watching like an NSA documentary or something. So
this disc will self-destruct.
Exactly. And so he's like, there's no warning label that says unplug the Wii. And so I didn't unplug it because he wouldn't think that'd be a problem, which I wouldn't have thought that'd been a problem either. And so I don't know if this is just faulty with this one Wii or
it could be faulty. If it's in his camper, though, it could be the electrical in his camper.
Yeah. Do you think it pulses or something like that?
It might have pulsed or something. Yeah. I mean, I don't know all the logistics.
I just wonder why it spun up. I wonder if he had it off. You know what I'm saying? Like in the rest mode. Or if, Yeah,
but that's the thing. If it's in rest mode, it's low power, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, interesting, right?
They just want to blame video gamers for this. They're like, and see, if you live a lifestyle of gaming.
See that, Nintendo? See, they're burning down houses now.
One of the comments on the story said probably had it next to the Xbox One and the Xbox One lit the thing on fire.
Poor Microsoft.
That thing does get really hot though. I'm like, why does mine is out in the, like, I couldn't have it more out in the open air.
Exactly.
The only more as if I had it hanging out of the window. Exactly. And I'm like, why are you so warm? Like there's no reason.
I shut
I'm not
mine
even
down.
Playing you right now.
Yeah, I just shut mine down. I'm like, no rest mode for this guy.
Xbox One Slim has been rumored.
It has.
Would you guys consider it if it was less hot?
No.
Okay. I'm fine.
unless it's a trade in like 1-to-1. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
bring in your old ones and we'll give you the new one. Then
bring
I get
in your VCR for the slim Xbox One.
Bring in your Betamaxes.
Seriously, that thing is.
I seriously cannot
huge.
wait until that thing drops in price enough where people are like posting on Craigslist. They're like, we'll mod your too hot Xbox One.
Exactly.
Or something.
I'm too hot. Give us something else, Hall.
Windows 10, the companion app is coming to iOS and Android, which is funny because they were
but
like,
when is Windows 10 coming?
You're right.
Well, it's funny. I mean, Windows 10, they're in I think they're getting to a much stabler place with their beta releases. So it's got to be soon. But I think the funny thing is that they're like, the screenshot in Windows 10 is like, yeah, it works with your phone. Yes, your phone. Like it's basically saying like, we got the Windows phone, but you're not using that.
Yeah, you're not using that at all.
Does it work with my BlackBerry? That's the question.
Yeah.
Blackberries, like every single time I see a BlackBerry, I'm like, these are still out here?
Yeah, you still make those?
Every time I hear somebody typing, they're like, tick, 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 tick,
Yep.
tick, tick. I look over, I'm like, a BlackBerry for the working professional is what I feel like. I've never seen like a kid with a BlackBerry. It's always somebody in a suit.
I can't tell you how many companies like I would go to for, buying like old equipment or IT stuff. And they'd be like, yeah, we're all switching to iPhone. Like they'd be switching from BlackBerry.
Yep.
Yeah.
I never knew the draw of the BlackBerry, really. Like, remember, because they didn't have cameras for forever because they were like, well, these are used in a professional environment and they don't need to have cameras on them. So they didn't have cameras for like the longest time. No, they do now.
Some of them
I know.
But they stayed without having one for so long. I was like, what are you guys fighting?
No, I was saying yes to the fact that it's a professional environment and they need to have cameras. It doesn't matter. Professionals still want to take pictures.
Exactly. Seriously. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it really would have helped the insurance industry.
Yeah, oh, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
True. Very true. What else you got, Hall?
Charter is on the block to buy Time Warner.
What?
That's kind of crazy.
I don't even know what that means.
Apparently, they also have an agreement on the table to buy Bright House.
What's Bright House?
Bright House is like a smaller cable network. I think it's Midwestern.
I was going to say it's got to be either Midwestern or Mountain Time in that mountainous region.
I mean, this deal is a huge deal. Charter is putting
that's no joke.
$57 billion on the table to buy Time Warner.
Ooh-wee. Gracious.
So basically, if they succeed with both of these deals, it's going to be Charter, Comcast, and AT&T, I guess.
And AT&T, yeah.
That's so weird because, like, being down here in the south of the Southerns.
In the South.
Because you guys are Comcast up there and we're Charter down here. And I freaking love Charter. But, hearing something like this just sounds like more money, more problems for me. Because I've shown you guys screenshots of the speeds I get here, which are awesome.
Yeah, you got blazing speeds.
But shoot, I hope this doesn't jack everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Figure say buy them out, and then all of a sudden you have like dial-up speed.
I don't know.
Good luck with that game.
I'll check out Google when they come. I think are they coming this year?
Lucky. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
fall.
buddy. Just over the line.
Just over the line. You just made it.
Yep.
Davidson County.
Barely Davidson County.
Yep.
The basic Wii U model, the one with 8 gigs, that's being discontinued in Japan. And
that makes sense.
Like soon already. So from June onward, they'll have kind of a new premium set, which will be still a white Wii U, but it'll be 32 gigabytes with a remote Wiimote Plus.
Wiimote.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't think it looks good when you start discontinuing things. Like, because I think you always need to have like the basic model of your thing just for an entry level,
right?
For people. Because like my buddy that I gave my Wii to, which just died, God rest its soul.
It was the one that burned the camper down, wasn't it? I knew it.
I should have let him borrow that. Oh man. he was like, "Hey man, this thing died. Do you want it back?" I was like, "No, I don't want it back.
Bury it in the
Throw
back.
it in the trash can. Yeah, grow a new one." And so, if you plant it in water and give it some TLC,
That's right.
you'll sprout a new Wii.
It's like a gremlin.
It's not bad if it's got the GameCube ports on it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say if yours was old enough, it probably did.
It did. It had that. I had the first gen that came out.
Who cares? Still throw it in the trash.
Exactly. and so I was just telling him like, you should get a Wii U, but I know that he's not going to get a 32 gigabyte Wii U. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not going to see the need for it. And for the price jump, I don't know how big the jump is, but I know I got my Wii U for really cheap. And so I always just think for people like him, where they played like literally 2 games, like over and over and over and over and over again, like Dance Central and something else, and had a ball. Like, I always just think you need the entry level for people. I think you should always have like the broke down, if you're going to have different ones, you know what I mean? Like obviously the PlayStation and Xbox only have the one thing right now. But if you come out and you're like, hey, we have an entry level one and we have one with a bigger hard drive, you should always have the smaller one.
For the novice gamer, for the experienced gamer.
Yeah, exactly. For the guy that's going to have 2 games and the guy who's going to have 15 games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, either that or they thought it might be confusing to people because consoles always
now they thought it'd be confusing.
Right. Consoles always used to just have one. Like the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, the Saturn, PlayStation 1. Yeah, those were always just like one SKU. They didn't have different SKUs, I guess.
You think somebody woke up at Nintendo yesterday, boy? They're like, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be confusing. We should get rid of the small mistake."
One. No, I think they said, "Well, they're not selling anyway, so whatever."
Oh man,
I think they're saying, "Well, nobody's going to miss this."
Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
You're going to miss this.
They probably look at the sales numbers, and people probably always buy the 32 gig model.
I would have, yeah.
So
you did buy the 32 gig,
and I did,
yeah, buddy.
I bought the 4 gig though.
Ooh,
what?
See, exactly, Rebel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Do you think?
Do you think? You all out?
I got one more thing. It was kind of. I don't like to speculate on rumors much, especially this close to E3, but Xbox Australia needs to get their stuff together. They announced that they were like,
nice.
I guess there was like a comment that kind of went viral because they were like, Tomb Raider is not a timed exclusive. It's a real exclusive. Like it's exclusive.
Who said that?
That's what Xbox Australia said.
Yeah, I don't believe everything Australia says because they're always leaking videos and video games and whatever.
I don't believe what Australia says.
No, I love Australia, but I don't believe this.
This is an official profile, like saying this stuff. So
okay,
which is kind of nuts. I think they may. I can't imagine it's going to be that long. There's no way it can be that an exclusive for too long. Or maybe they got an exclusive for Australia only. Who knows?
Ooh,
that comment kind of blew up though because people were like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That could come back.
I've got an Xbox, so I'm not worried about it. But still, I want everybody to play that game. I mean, it's got
Yeah. I hope we get some clarity at this E3 about what this is about.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
And for one day, it'll be an exclusive.
Seriously.
If you're out of stuff, Gabe, we should probably talk about a few predictions that we have for E3. Have we discussed any of those yet?
Well, I was going to do the question of the week to be about what people want to see. We always
steal your questions, don't we?
And then next week we can do predictions.
All right, let's do predictions next week.
Does that work?
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey, I got it. Top 10 predictions next week.
Top 10 predictions next week. Yes, put that together for your section and we'll do top 10 predictions of E3. That sounds great.
Okay,
nice.
I like that.
All right,
I'm adding it now.
Are you all out, Hall? Are you out?
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do, Pig.
That'll do, Pig.
It looks like the Shenmue thing might be coming in September.
The vinyl?
Yes.
They've announced everything.
They're going to start taking pre-orders on the 30th of May, which is in 3 days from right now. And looks like they might start shipping this September. Data discs is where it's coming from. It says each album, which will come in 3 different editions, is priced at £20. So it'll be like $31.
Yeah,
Something
I
like
wish
that.
they would sell that on like Amazon or something. Let's hope so.
I don't know. I might pay $30 for it. I don't know anything about vinyl. All right. So every week we ask you a question, and last week wasn't no different. I don't know why I feel like old
You're
school
already
rap.
scatty
Yeah.
now all of a sudden.
I sent you a question. Anyway.
It's like old school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. And we asked you guys
2 years ago, a friend of mine.
Exactly. That's how I'm gonna. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna read all the answers to these questions.
You should.
Josh
And-
B06 said, "I think if the price is different."
Yes, dude. Please do that. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god, that was awesome.
Okay. Oh shoot. All right. Oh gosh. Now I don't
That
know.
was great, dude.
I don't
That
even
was great.
remember what we asked you guys now.
What did we ask?
Something about streaming games and if this is the future.
Thank you. That was great.
Yes. We asked you guys, what are your thoughts on streaming games? i.e. PS Now. Okay. Is it the future? Starting over at the forums, we got Josh B06.
I'm still laughing, dude. It's awesome. I just have this beat in the back of my head. It's, boom. It's like a typical four on the floor beat, like boom, boom, boom.
Exactly. That's so
And you
funny.
got to get that one weird, awkward scratch.
Oh my gosh.
I know what I'm going to be listening
That is
to
so
later
funny.
today.
Exactly. I sit alone in my room. All right.
I say a one for the treble, two for the dime. Come on, y'all. Let's break me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh shoot. If you want it. All right. Stop standing there, knucklehead. Bust the move. All right.
All right, put the passy in.
Yeah, seriously.
All
God.
right. So the question was, what are your thoughts on streaming games? Is it the future? Josh B06 said, I think if the price is a no-brainer, it will work. I don't think it will replace buying games, though. Millions of people stream Netflix, but still go to the movies and watch cable. But
True.
at $20, it's a far cry. Winners, college kids getting it for a summer of binge play, patients on bed rest with a mean Wi-Fi hotspot, LOL. Losers, everybody else waiting for it to make sense. You guys think $10 a month is good? What if it was one game a month for PS Plus members?
Ooh, like
So they
that.
kind of flipped it back on us. I think $10 a month is what I was hoping it would come in at. And then I was hoping that like you could get it for $10 a month or $100 for the year kind of thing with
That's-
PS
there you
Now.
go.
That sounds pretty good. If
That
for
makes
the selection
sense.
that's there, $10 a month makes sense. For some reason, there's 300 games there, but when you do the subscription, you only get 100.
Yeah, how does that work?
It's just games that they could get on that deal. And I think they're just mostly Sony first party stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Somebody's
some in
holding
there
too
like
tightly.
BioShock Infinite's in there, but they've been giving that game away for quite a while now.
I know. That's like when I went to the Humble thing and I was like, dang, they giving away Guacamelee again? Shoot.
Yeah.
That poor game's always being passed around for free.
Exactly.
Like
It was
the
on PS
redheaded
Plus.
stepchild.
It was on Games with Gold and now it's on the Humble bundle.
Please, sir, take our game, please.
Exactly. I promise you'll have a good time.
Please.
We're full of Mexican stereotypes. You'll have a great time.
You could have nachos while you play. It'd be great.
Exactly. It's funny because it really is like kind of full of stereotypes, but at the
I was
same
gonna
time,
say,
they
yeah,
do
that's
it
what
in
I
a
heard.
way that doesn't feel like it's mocking.
It's
if
like,
that
am
makes
I
sense.
racist playing this game?
Exactly. Hey, isn't it racist if I play Guacamelee?
Go back and play Punch Out. Have a
There you go.
If you want to, if you want to feel racist. Mighty Paolo said, only in a near future where compression is fully realized and we have cheap, good internet. When this whole part is figured out, I think, yes, it is the future. The next generation will definitely make use of it. Think of it I think he probably meant to say, think of this. 10 to 15 years ago, PS2 era for reference, if they told you that you could be watching movies and TV shows directly from the internet, what would you think of that? This technology has the Paolo seal of approval.
Nice.
Greg Legg, even high bandwidth won't help without low latency. You could have 100 meg download speeds, which would be great for video, but if the round trip latency is high, the gameplay experience is still going to suck. In-home streaming has a better chance, but even that can be problematic.
Very technical. Well
point.
Said.
Yeah, I love this. Headed over to Twitter, World Explore at World Explore _ says no. It's an option that will get better with time, but nothing beats installed / disk-based games on a solid platform.
I do like that.
I know. Action J at Action _J. Cool idea, but the reliable tech and pricing structure aren't there yet. Would much rather play local and own my games.
Agreed.
Indio Techno at Indio Techno. It's a great way for last gen and older games to play on current gen. Also can't wait to stream Xbox One on my tablet. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like that home server, you do you and stream it to you thing feels like a better chance at taking off than stream it from a server. Like if they unlocked, and I don't know anything about this, so I might be talking on my butt here, but like the 5 gigahertz speeds that I get off my laptop are so much better than the 2.4 gigahertz I get off the PlayStation. It doesn't even see the 5 gigahertz, Wi-Fi in my house.
Yeah.
And so I always wonder if I had two things on that 5 gigahertz, if that would, make things way better or not. I'd imagine it would have to, right? Or am I tripping? Anybody know? Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I wish that the PS4 had 5 gigahertz because that may make the Direct Connect better with the Vita TV.
Well, I just don't understand why it wouldn't.
5 gigahertz. I don't know. I mean, it was a cost saving measure, obviously, but I don't think they saved much money doing that.
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
And obviously, it didn't affect them this gen. So,
it's interesting. Well, you guys know where to find us. Facebook.com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast. You can find us on YouTube.com/married to the games, marriedtothegames.com. We've got previews. We've previews for our episodes. We've got Shenmue Saturdays going on. Every now and then we'll throw up a random video of me and Boots dancing to Shooting Stars.
That's right.
That was a fun one. And I got to give a shout out to my boy Ed Placencia. He's trying his hardest as a grown man to let's play Alien Isolation.
Did you see that video too?
I watched all of them. And it's hilarious.
It is so funny.
He is so scared.
I know.
He's like, what the butt? What the butt?
My favorite was like he was going through this like real quiet moment and the alien comes out and he goes, what? It was so awesome. Just what?
He texted me. He was like, yep, full on screamed during my Let's Play today. Enjoy.
Yep.
So I haven't gotten to see the latest one yet, but I'm excited to see it. And
so good.
Shout out to Ed for
absolutely Ed
doing that. He's doing a lot of Let's Plays over there, so it's really cool.
He's crushing it.
He's doing Life is Strange. He's doing Alien Isolation. He just got finished doing. He was doing Ori and the Blind Forest, and I think he rage quit that one.
Nice.
So, that was not fully up there. Anyway, Hall.
Rate us on iTunes or your Wii will burn your house down.
He said your Wii will burn your house down, not we'll burn your house down.
Or we will burn your house down.
Yeah, rate us on iTunes or we'll burn your house down.
Awesome. Exactly. And the police are coming to my door right now.
Woo! And we just swatted ourselves. Let's get into some questions.
as always, Joseph Grimm. Hey guys, with the new Destiny DLC out, what are your thoughts on DLC as a whole? Are they a ripoff to pay extra after buying a game, or do you think they are a good idea? For the most part, I don't like paying extra. It feels like they are purposely leaving out content. I'm looking forward to the Destiny DLC since it will give me something else to play. And can you give a shout out to my wife and I's best friends, the new MTTG listeners, Michael and Naomi?
Hey-o.
No, I'm sorry, we don't give shout outs right now.
Sorry, yeah, we can't do that.
About that.
We got to keep the line moving. Otherwise,
but
Everybody
the mom
needs a
at the
shout
end-
out. So
because the
But tell
mom
them
at
we
the
said
end of
hi.
the line needs a shout out too.
Sorry.
So not going to work.
You don't do shout outs.
Dude, Michael, Naomi, thank you for listening. You're a new listener. Welcome to the family. We are crazy and we love it. And we love all you guys too. So thank you for
Yeah.
listening.
and we
appreciate
love
you
that
listening.
we're crazy.
Yep,
And we hopefully
It's
love
something.
that you love that we're crazy. Okay.
that's right. DLC. Yeah, I don't mind it. I think it's a nice little addition, especially I think it works when it's comparable, especially to a story-driven game. Like I love The Last of Us DLC because it told more of the story that we just finished in the main game, gives us more either background information or brings us into the future. I don't mind developers holding back. And, I don't necessarily mind paying for it. A season pass can go a long way. I think the Telltale season passes go a long way. They did with both Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us. So I ain't mad at them.
I ain't mad at that. Here's my stance. I don't like DLC for Destiny.
That
I
sounds
feel
like a
like
box quote. I don't like the DLC.
Dot.
Only
for Destiny.
because I feel like Destiny felt really incomplete. And so
It already was incomplete. Yeah.
right. So where I agree with Router that The Last of Us DLC was cool, but you felt like you got the whole thing when you played the game. I feel like everybody that I talked to nobody that I talked to that played the story of Destiny walked away like, yeah, there we go. And bow and ribbon. Thank you very much. Like nobody. Everybody was
Yep.
like, and
What?
Okay, so wait, was there any credits? Did any credits roll, or she just gave me a gun and left? Like, you know what I'm saying? So there was like this very weird, like up in the air into the story. So for me, the Destiny DLC has been a ripoff only because it's so expensive. And so like when I hung out with Uncle Bread Fan a couple months ago and he was talking about diving in, I was like, man, I need to get back in Destiny. Let me hook back up with my boys and let's do this thing. And then I started looking at the pricing. I was like, dang, I got to buy like three DLC and which comes out to like $40-$50. I was like, I'm not
Really?
doing that. Yeah.
That much?
Yeah, man. It's
Oh
expensive.
man, forget it. No way.
If I were to get all of them, it'd be expensive.
No way.
So don't like it for Destiny. I think there is a right way to do it.
Yeah, it makes sense for some games, not all games. It makes sense for some.
Yes.
I
Paul?
kind of wonder if Destiny is going to get the Titanfall treatment where they're like, with Titanfall 2, they're like, all right, there's going to be a real campaign in this one.
I hope so.
Huh.
I mean,
Yeah.
they spent all this money. They've got to. This is going to be a franchise, a series of. It's got to be. I mean, there's no way it couldn't.
I mean, but then again, well, they got people, see, with Destiny, the first one, like, they hooked a lot of people still. Like, they may have not hooked like Router or I, but they hooked a lot of people with the way the game was.
Yeah.
So
Right.
maybe they're like, okay, well, we can't stray from that with the next one.
Right.
So,
Right.
Who knows?
They could have both. They could certainly do both.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things like when you see The Witcher come out and they're like, hey, we're bringing out 12 DLC and you'll get all of them for
Yep.
free.
Yeah,
I love that.
You're like, well,
I was like, wow, that's really cool.
mhm.
I guess
I'll take it.
well, and they're kind of playing it smart because giving it out for free means that people will keep their copy of the game and not trade it in.
Yep, and it just means
Yeah.
longer gameplay, and people will enjoy it more.
Yeah.
And then people will tell the people about buying it, like I do.
Yep.
Love it.
Interesting.
Great question, Joseph. Thank you for that. Daniel Allen, hi guys. Have you ever played a game and loved it so much you think about buying it again on a next gen console? I bought The Last of Us PS3 and I'm starting again on PS4, and the same with Tomb Raider. I'm even thinking about Red Dead Redemption on PS3 again, even though I 100% handed it on Xbox 360.
Oh, wow.
How about you guys? Love the fact that you got Last of Us. I've always thought about that too. I just haven't done it.
If they re-release XCOM for PS4,
There you go.
I will.
Will you play it again?
I will buy it and I will play
You would
it
totally
all
play
the
that
way
again.
through.
Did
I
you
had
play
to
it on
keep
your
myself
iPad?
from playing it on PS Now
Nice.
because I was like, no, you can't just play that game.
Did you play it on the iPad?
Yes, and the iPhone.
Oh
There
my
you go. There it
gosh!
is.
What is wrong with us?
No,
I don't
seriously,
know.
that's awesome.
I love that game.
I would say, I think Daniel, your two Last of Us and Tomb Raider is probably what I would get if I wanted to get them. Those two games are great, and I would play those again in a heartbeat on a next gen console. I always like to I'm looking forward to and saving for the next games that I know I want to play. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I did it with a couple games. They're all going to be weird games, but it's funny that Hall said XCOM because I would say XCOM. I played it twice on PS3 and then played it on the iPad.
Yeah, buddy.
And I played Pilot Wings on the SNES and then on the Wii U. And then I would play if they would have re-released BioShock Infinite for PS4.
Oh yeah, that's
I'd have
another
played
good
it
one.
again,
Yeah.
for
Good
sure.
call.
Did you guys
call.
ever play the DLC? By the way,
Nope.
No,
You
I was
did.
going to mention this in the last question. The DLC for that game was good, and I don't know if you necessarily needed it, but it did add some cool stuff.
But
to
see,
the
that's the
story.
thing, and it made sense for that game because it tells more of a story
Yeah,
that
it's
was
single
part of the
player
original
stuff. So
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. And then trying to think, was there anything else I replayed? I mean, it's funny because when you've played video games for so long, like I have, sometimes you play old games, not necessarily because you loved them, but just because you wanted to experience them again. You know, that was me with Pilot Wings. Like there's nothing amazing about Pilot Wings for the SNES, but for some reason I love that game. It came into my life at the perfect time. And so, I played that again. But I can't think of anything recently that I've took like from the PS3 to the PS4. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know if I got time for that. But
yeah,
good
we
question.
are on limited time.
Yeah. Good question.
So, Hall, you would say XCOM?
yeah, definitely.
Nice. All right, moving on. Josh Stapleton. So over the holiday, I was about to play some AC4 on the PS4 when I found my son was already playing Minecraft. Ugh. So I went into my bedroom and dusted off the PS3. I thought I would try some of the PS Plus games with the intent being to try them, not like them, and then clear the hard drive space. I found myself playing Thief and actually liked it despite its limitations. So the question is, what was the last game you played with really low expectations and you were pleasantly surprised by?
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah. That was a high expectation game. But
For me, though, I went into it like I hate BioShock Infinite. I hate BioShock.
Yep.
Like, so I'm not going to like this world. You know what I mean? And so I was like, I'll just play it because it's got so hot and everybody says play it. And then when I started playing that thing, I mean, from Jump Street, I was like, this is dope.
Yeah. And you made a video. You made a song about it, too.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
That's
you
right.
did.
When
For
I
me,
love a game that much, I write a song about it.
I was going into Shadows of Mordor. I was like, okay, it's going to be some Middle Earth weirdness, but whatever, we'll play it. And then, holy cow, I ended up platinuming that game.
Right.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I mean, don't go in with too many expectations because you will be pleasantly surprised. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but
Yeah. What about you, Hall?
Probably BioShock 2
nice.
because it got, I don't want to say middle of the road reviews because I think it did okay on reviews. But, people were like, oh, it has nothing to do with the first one, etc. But the gameplay was so much better than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. It blew me away. Like, I loved that game. I think it's my favorite in the series.
Wow.
Nice. You liked 2 better than Infinite?
Gameplay wise, it felt a lot better.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to say it felt a lot better because I guess they felt about the same, but it had a lot of the mechanics from the first game, but it was done so much better. It was just very much upgraded, I guess. And I played 2 after playing Infinite, and it didn't feel weird. So I don't know how to explain it.
Nice.
I enjoyed it.
Good question.
That's great. Sean Iams Fuller, just wanted to let you guys know that what you do does make a difference. You guys have been in my Stitcher playlist since day one. But now, sadly, I've lost interest and I'm deleting you.
Oh.
And he says, haha, just kidding. Of course, I'm full of fill in the blank. Mad props and much love. Thanks, Sean. That's awesome.
Oh, I was going to say, if he deleted us, then he'll never hear our response.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Which
great.
is, come back. Why would you delete us? What did I do?
What have we ever done to you?
I'll go to the gym. I promise I'll go to the gym.
Leave Gabe alone.
Leave him alone. Brett T. Bowden. I downloaded Double Dragon on my PS4 this week, quite possibly my favorite arcade game of all time, and played all the way to the end with my daughter. As you probably know, if you play in multiplayer, once you defeat the final boss, you have to fight the other player until only one is standing.
What?
Well, we both fell into a pit of spikes and died simultaneously, and were immediately forced to start the game all over from the beginning. It made me think of this question. What is the stupidest thing has ever happened to you in a video game, or biggest mistake you made that you were unable to undo?
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
That's a good question. Sorry about it. Sorry to hear about it.
Yeah.
That's
Double Dragon for you.
The first time I played Call of Duty online, which it was Call of Duty 2 for Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
This is way back at the beginning of the 360 gen. And I didn't know how to use any of the controls. Like, I hadn't played an FPS on a modern, I mean, I guess besides PS2, but anyway, that's besides the point. And I couldn't figure out like the button for grenades, and I threw a grenade at the wall and blew up my whole team.
Nice.
Did you really?
Yes.
Nice.
That seriously happened. They were like, what?
And you were like, sorry.
Sorry.
Gilly.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's so awesome.
That's really funny, Hall.
I ended up falling a lot in Halo. Like, I don't know why. Like, I was just running around, next thing you know, I'm like, I was like, what was that? I thought there was glass there. So, yeah. So that was probably my biggest mistake, was falling in Halo and playing Halo. And I'm going to get hate mail for that.
In that order.
In that order.
Oh, that's really funny. Jeez, biggest mistake that I can't think of something off the top of my head. Obviously, there's been times where I didn't save, and you do something, and
XCOM.
you got to go back. I mean, we've all got XCOM was definitely one.
Yeah.
But I would say anytime I picked a fight with my brother while playing a video game was the biggest mistake that I couldn't undo, because he knew that if he went and turned off the console, or he would pick it up and drop it, like, because he was a jerk.
Right.
And then that would make the game skip, or he did it once while it was saving, so it ruined a save file. So it wasn't necessarily in game, but it was anytime I should have just not gotten smart with him while I was playing video games. Just went ahead and saved and then whooped his butt.
Right.
That's what should have happened.
That's what should have happened. Yes.
Yeah. And
Agreed.
that Joker's huge now, so I should have gotten in my licks while I could.
That's
that Joker's
right.
a gym rat nowadays.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. There's one more cell. All right. Moving on to, no, wait, sorry. Hall, did you say what your mistake was? Yeah, you blew everybody up. Okay.
Yep. Blew everybody up.
Blew everybody up. Great.
That is
Twitter,
really funny, by the way.
At Iowa Runner. What is your all-time favorite game? For me, it's a toss.
Gosh.
For me, it's a toss-up. I don't think we've ever gotten all-time favorite. It's like, what do you like to play? What genres?
Yeah.
I
All-time
thought that
favorite
was like
game.
the first question, wasn't it?
Maybe.
No,
I can't remember.
he said his is a toss-up between Super Mario World and Guacamelee.
See, Guacamelee is good.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all.
It is.
What do you say, Hall?
Legend of Zelda for Super Nintendo, and then favorite classic game, Pac-Man.
Nice.
Not Miss Pac-Man?
Yeah,
Come on,
I like
you
the
know it's
original
Miss
better.
Pac-Man. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
There's no way you do.
Yeah. No, I like the original.
Exactly. Router?
Man, I don't know. Like, I still go to, like, I still go to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, because I played that game twice. That's the only game that I actually went back and played twice on, just because I enjoyed it so much. And, I'm more of a newbie anyway, so that like, playing that was one of the first games that I played besides Uncharted 2. So yeah, I'll go with that one. And I do, of course, like The Last of Us as well.
Oh gosh, favorite game of all freaking time. I mean, it might.
Let me
it's
see.
so hard.
Let me see what you said on the website.
On the website, I said Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, you did.
Yes,
Hands down. Router said Brotherhood. So nice way to be consistent. And Hall said Pac-Man for retro gaming and Legends of Zelda. Yeah. Which is funny because Legends of Zelda to some people would be retro.
Well, the Super Nintendo one, it still really holds up as like a game you can play today and enjoy. Yeah. The original, yeah, it's harder to go back to that one.
Man, I don't know. It's so hard when you like, this is my favorite game, but like, I think I have to go with, I'm sticking with Final Fantasy VII. I was going to change it to The Last of Us just because of like the storytelling was so good and like, there's so many things about it that are amazing, but I'll stick with Final Fantasy VII.
There you go.
I think with games, it's kind of hard because it's almost like movies, like where you could say that a movie released today, like, oh, well, that looks so much like Jurassic Park. I mean, we were talking about this before the show, you know, the new one, the CG looks so much better. So technically you could say, oh, well, Jurassic World looks much better. But, right. I mean, they've had time to figure this stuff out. They've had time to see more storytelling. They've had time to kind of change some things up. I guess gaming is different though, because it came from like, you know, hand-drawn sprites to what it is now.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's easier for them to be much more compelling with games nowadays. So maybe we should really, when we answer this question, we should say, you know, favorite game of last gen or this gen, and then
you almost have to.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good question.
Good question.
Good hard question.
Yes. At Arctic Warlocks, my furnace blower went out. Been without AC for a week. Ugh. Replacing tomorrow.
That What's darn your
Nice, Hall.
Just causes problems for everyone.
I know.
What's your thermostat set to, and what degrees is tolerable for you? That's great. We never get a question like that. That's awesome.
That's nice and random.
Let's see. In the wintertime, I try and keep it at 70, 71. In the summertime, I try and keep it at 70, 71.
That's exactly what I say.
Do. Yeah, me too. It stays around there. It ends up being a little colder because I have a lot of hardwood downstairs.
Yep.
And so hardwood, you know, obviously doesn't hold the heat like carpet or anything like that. And I know you have a lot of hardwood too, right, Ryder?
Yep.
I have only hardwood, so it really sucks.
Right. And so I feel like my thermostat says that, but I don't feel like it actually is that. I feel like it's always a little cooler than probably.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's like 1 or 2 degrees difference.
It's 70 in here, and I'm wearing pants and a hoodie.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Take your shirt off. Go back to podcasting the way you used to.
That's right. All right. At Psycho Cross, Kyle Hyman. Why all the hate for Minecraft? I get none of you like it, but why? Graphics, lack of game-given objectives, too popular? Great question, man, because you're right. We do put on a lot of hate on Minecraft. I think it's because you know, I played it before. I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't see the popularity of it. Doesn't mean I don't respect it, because the thing is a beast. But it's just one of those games like I just don't like it. It's just there's something that just rubs me the wrong way about it, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, I just didn't get it. I think it was the second thing he said. Like there's like the objective.
Lack of game-given objectives. I agree. Like there's okay, you can just go around and do whatever. Well,
like I understand that you can build and stuff like that, but like I didn't, you know, is that a game? You know what I mean? Like, exactly. So to me, like, and I get that obviously it's a game, but it felt like if you could, anytime I watched it, like, all right, do it, show it to me. Let's do some Minecraft. They're like, well, you can go over here and look, I put some water here.
Great. Like, good for you.
For real? Well, when it gets nighttime, some wolves come out. I'm like, oh, okay, right. So what do? You go out and fight the wolves? No, you just mainly want to like get in the house that you built and hide in your house. What?
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Real?
And that's the thing. Like, we're not hating it out of ignorance. We've all played this game on some platform or another, and we're all collectively like, why?
Why is it so popular?
Right.
Why does it exist? But like, shoot.
I've played it and then gone out to like live on PS4 or whatever it's called, the thing where you can watch people streaming games. And it, like, I'll watch people play the game for an hour at a time, and I'm like, all right. Like, why am I? Like, what's going on?
I wish I had that hour back, right?
Well, like, exactly. and I've watched streams too where like people explain it, and I'm still like, yeah, okay, I don't get it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you think, man?
That is, like I said, we may not like it. Doesn't mean we don't respect it, man. That game is a beast.
I respect the crap out of it, but
I think it's doing some amazing things for gaming, but it's just so not. It's collectively, this is so not up our alley.
Right.
So
good question.
Yeah, that was great. At Silent Fury, at Silent Fury 007. What's your favorite gaming accessory? For example, I love my Razer headset for PC. Do you have something you can't game without? Absolutely. I cannot live without my Sony Pulse Elites.
Oh, I love them.
Love those freaking headphones, and they just make my gaming experience just 10 times better.
I think we're all going to say Pulse Elites. Those things are ballerific, like it's all terrific.
Oh,
like
that, and the Blu-ray remote. Like for PS3, like I couldn't live without that because we used it for Netflix all the time.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But they need to update that to work with the PS4.
Yeah, why haven't they done that?
Yeah, I always have to use my controller.
Can you not use the oh no, that's the Xbox One. I was gonna say you might be able to use the companion app, but I know Xbox One you can.
The Xbox One, at least when I had like a 360, the companion app was awesome. But I don't know, like I'm sure they have media remotes for the PS4. I just haven't gone out and gotten one yet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good question.
The remote works with the PS TV though. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Nice.
Good question. I love that. At Mr. Ham 111, Lucas Ham Swisher. Memorial Day came. Americans grilled. Brazilians worked, but it was still good. Share your best Memorial Day memories over the years. And yes, preface, Lucas Ham Swisher does live in Brazil, so shout out to him.
Yep.
Memorial Day memories over the years.
I don't have any Memorial Day memories. It doesn't stick out enough.
It's all just cookouts, multiple cookouts.
It's got to be grilling.
When I lived in Philly, we would always go to the beach around Memorial Day, and that was always a great memory because it was like the start of summer. We go surfing and doing all that fun stuff. Plus, we had a 4-day weekend, so it was nice because we were still in school. Like school, that's like up in the Northeast for me. Memorial Day was usually when you had your prom on that Friday, and then you had the whole rest of the weekend, Memorial Day weekend, to do anything. So,
nice.
Yeah,
and then you go right back to school until mid-June. So. Like it wasn't like the symbol of hey, it's summer and you're out of school. We were still in school at the time.
Yeah, I went to school. I think we went always until like the beginning of June. It'd always be like June 5th or 6th or something.
Yep, exactly. It's getting later and later now too up Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Mr. Patillo?
I can't. I've got such a bad memory that like.
What's her name again?
It's got to. I have no idea. It's got to just be like eating and stuff.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs galore.
Seriously.
And then like having that one hot dog that you try to eat real quick while nobody's looking.
It's that should I, shouldn't I?
Yeah, they've all seen me have two.
Yep.
But if I eat this one right quick while I throw my plate away.
That only sets in while you're an adult. When you're a kid, you don't care.
Exactly.
No, you don't care. You go ham on all of it. Final question at DSpin67. The Food TV Network has a show called The Best Thing I Ever Ate. What is the best thing you ever ate, and where was it?
Oh, I know.
Hit it.
And I think it might have just been because I was hungry. But we were doing a tour in Europe, and I'm sorry to any of my European people out there, but London does not have good food. I'm sorry. The food is bad.
Okay.
And so we're like traveling around. I think we did 8 countries in 10 days. And we were on one of our days off, we were in this country called Luxembourg, and we were staying in this hotel and just walked around a bunch that day. And yeah, I'm not really like super adventurous when it comes to like, oh, I'll just go try that. Like when it comes to food. But that night I was sitting at the bar and we were about to leave. And the guy was like, hey, do you want something to eat? And I was like, yeah. I was like, what do you guys got? He was like, well, we have this burger. And I was like, okay, is it good? He's like, you know what? Actually, it's really good. And I was like, okay. And so he brings it out. It's a huge burger with a not fried, but like a fried egg with an egg on top. And I had never had that before. I had never had that.
That is,
y'all, when I bit into that thing, I almost started crying.
Yeah, buddy.
Like, how in the world did you get so much flavor in this? And
that is awesome.
And it was like the most amazing. Like, it's funny because like me and some of the guys talk about like, remember that burger in Luxembourg?
Oh, that's awesome. When you talk about it like that, I mean, you know it was good.
Exactly. So that hasn't been the best thing I feel like I've ever had.
That's great, man. I love that.
Yeah. What about you, Router?
Man, I'm trying to think.
What about you, Hall?
It's a hard question because I love food. So
me too.
Gosh.
I mean, there's nothing like, you go out to dinner and then you're driving by that Krispy Kreme and that red light's on, and then you go in there and it's
Lord
like
have
that.
Mercy.
Man,
fresh off the press.
Fresh off the press.
Yes.
It's that first bite and it just melts in your mouth and you're like, this is the greatest thing in the world.
Does anybody else ask the same question that I do over and over and over again? I'm like, how?
Right. How is this so good?
How is it so good?
Yep. Man, yeah, I have not had a Krispy Kreme in a while, and now I'm jonesing for one. So
it might be time. Yeah,
it's just like it's like right off, and it just melts, and you're like, I could eat 40 of these.
Yes, for sure. Paul, can you come up with one?
I can't even answer that question because it's like I feel like I would be like
he's got a Rolodex of different foods just going in his mind right now.
I feel like I'd be leaving something out. So
he's a lover of all foods.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a fighter.
Yeah, we'll make that homework.
That's perfect.
Well, thank you guys for the questions.
Yeah, man, that's it. Thank you so much.
Love it. I love it. So our question, which got spoiled earlier in the show, but that's okay. E3 is coming up. What do you want to see? And what do you like? What are some rumors that you've heard could be there that you're excited about? Use hashtag AnswerMTTG, or of course on the forum, you can do the long form answer over there. We're still talking over the forum. Like, it's still going. It's still alive. And people are posting things, and it's awesome still over there. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for being here. 141 in the freaking books. I'm your boy, Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. That is Timothy Hall. And we are married to the games, and we are up out this thing. Peace!